coffee remains to be one of our all-time favorite drinks. What makes a perfect blend? Let's hear straight from the World Barista champion himself, Boram who joins us now in Manila.
Yes.
And he heads back to Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is his home.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us, Boram.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations for being the 2023 World Barista champion.
Thank you so much. It's a huge pleasure to be here.
But this is your first time in Manila, and you're here for 4 days, leaving tomorrow night. What are your impressions so far of Manila life, Manila food, and culture?
It's been incredible. It's the first time being here in the Philippines. It was a huge curiosity to come here for sure. We had amazing food, amazing hospitality. People are extremely nice, courteous. We've been enjoying a lot of the city, a lot of the cafe lifestyle here as well. We can see a little bit of that Australian type of brunch places with a lot of food and great coffees as well.
And any similarities between Manila life with Sao Paulo life?
Yes, unfortunately the traffic is very similar.
Okay.
Traffic is quite crazy in Sao Paulo, but also the food style, like people enjoy a lot of pork here and Brazil as well. There's a lot of European heritage in Sao Paulo, especially Brazil being an old Portuguese colony. So a lot of similarities in terms of culture, I would say.
All right, so you're second generation Korean.
Yeah.
Your parents migrated to Sao Paulo how many years ago?
A long time ago, over
Okay.
45 years now.
Okay.
My parents have been living in Brazil. I was born and raised in Brazil. And my dad, he used to work in international trading. He used to work closely with Korean companies. And then he sort of fell into coffee and he fell in love with coffee. He began producing coffee back in 2009. It's when he acquired a farm to start producing coffee in Brazil. And that's how we came into the business.
And you picked up the coffee culture
Yes.
from your father, and you have multiple number of coffee shops in Sao Paulo.
Yes, together with our family, we run a wonderful family business. We're fully integrated in the coffee business. We have 2 farms, 6 cafes, and a roastery in Sao Paulo, with also running an educational program. So we train and certify professional baristas in Brazil. Brazil has an intense heritage of coffee culture, being the #1 coffee producer in the world and probably the #2 coffee consumer in the world. Coffee is very well within the Brazilian coffee culture.
But Boram, you know, your parents own a coffee farm, you own multiple number of coffee shops. You could just be sitting down, relaxing, and running the business. Why did you decide to become a barista?
Yes. I decided to become a barista mainly because I believe the profession has been changing consistently. I think today baristas are not only the professionals pulling espressos or making drinks behind the bar. We are quickly changing into true coffee professionals. So just like a wine sommelier knows about wine production, knows about flavor and experience of wine, I think a barista today represents that kind of coffee professional. And I've decided to enter competitions because I wanted to showcase what is best about Brazilian coffees.
And you challenge yourself, because before you can even qualify for the World Championships, you have to win the national championships.
Absolutely.
So what was it like joining the national championship?
Joining national championships,
I mean, it's so competitive, I'm sure, in Brazil. You have the best of the best baristas already there.
Yes, it is quite competitive. We have a national championship every year. I started competing in 2019, so I've been working in this competition realm for about 4 years now, until I finally was able to acquire the title of the best barista in the world this year.
All right, I'm really very curious. What is the process like, especially the presentation and the judging in the World Barista Championships, which took place in Athens, Greece? What is it like? Does it take a whole day for you to make a presentation, to concoct and brew coffee? What is it like?
So today, a lot of baristas, they prepare for months or years for competitions. It is considered the most, sort of like the Olympics of coffee, I would say. The presentation itself, it's basically a 15-minute presentation.
Just 15 minutes. You're judged just in 15 minutes.
Exactly. But you're serving 12 drinks while also presenting to a panel of judges.
So what are these 12 drinks, Boram?
So it's 4 espressos, 4 milk-based drinks, so either cappuccino or lattes, and then 4 signature beverages, so it's basically a mocktail, so non-alcoholic drinks with coffee.
And tell us about these 4 espressos. A lot of our Filipino viewers love the espresso. So how did you present and concoct and brew these 4 espressos?
Of course, so basically you bring your own coffee and you present either a concept or you talk about the coffees that you're bringing in, where is it coming from, who's the producer. So, and this year I decided to showcase the judges 2 different coffees. One wonderful coffee from Panama, a Panamanian geisha, very complex, elegant, floral coffees, but also a coffee that was produced in our farm back in Brazil, a natural pink bourbon, a coffee that we really wanted to push the quality and compete with the best baristas and best coffee producers in the world. So we served these 2 coffees in all of our drinks. And the idea is to showcase how much Brazilian coffee quality has been elevated to the market.
And what about these 4 milk-based drinks? What's in it?
So basically, milk drinks are supposed to be very simple. It's the idea of elevating a simple drink with only 2 ingredients, which is basically milk and coffee. So we pull the espressos and we freshly steam milk. We texturize the milk and we pour into milk drinks to serve the judges.
Wow, it sounds so easy.
Yeah, it sounds fairly easy, but
I'm sure it's really
complex.
very complex.
Yes.
What about these 4 signature drinks?
So
What did you come up with?
Yeah, I came up with a very refreshing kind of mocktail with my espressos. So I chilled my espressos for 7 minutes during stage. And then I built a cocktail basically together with fresh orange juice, a distillation of lemongrass and citrus peels. I created also a coffee saccharum, so basically a coffee syrup with sugar, and basically shaked all my ingredients together to create this refreshing drink for the judges.
I can just taste it. But these 12 drinks, which won you the World Barista Championships, will you be showcasing them while you're in Manila for these workshops?
Absolutely. So tomorrow we have one final event here in Manila at Deuces Coffee, together in partnership with Good Cup Coffee from Cebu. There are local roasters, so they import our beans here. So the idea is for us to showcase the coffees that we produce back in Brazil, but also showcase the coffees that we use in competition.
And for our viewers, we have a lot of baristas here in different coffee shops around the Philippines. What makes a good barista?
I think a good barista needs to be extremely professional and understand that the essence of our profession is customer service. So great knowledge about coffee and great delivery of that kind of service to customers. I think that is one of the key things.
And you have been around coffee shops here. What kind of local coffee have you tasted and from where?
I've seen a lot of interesting local coffees, like the 3-2-1 type of drink that people always
drink. That's my coffee.
Yes, your
the
coffee.
3-in-1.
It's quite sweet.
Yes.
It's quite common to see very hot weather countries to drink very sweet coffees as well, which is quite unique.
But any specific kind of coffee variety that you have tasted while in your last three days here?
Yes, so one of the biggest objectives of coming into Philippines as well is sort of to push the production regions and the producers of Philippines. So we have tasted a coffee that won the quality championship here in the Philippines. An amazing coffee that had so much sweet notes. I think it has huge potential to show the world how much amazing coffees Philippines has to produce.
And I was told that this coffee that won in an international competition is from the province of Bukidnon, in Mindanao. So from what you've tasted, compared to, of course, Brazilian coffee, what will it take for the Philippine coffee industry to really make that giant leap into the global platform?
I think it's overall a long-term process. A lot of better Filipino barista professionals will come into the market. I think competition is a great venue for Filipino baristas to showcase what Philippines has to offer to the world. And together with that, we can bring more interest from international markets, from international producers to elevate processing and elevate Filipino coffee for sure.
And what would you say is your signature coffee drink, Boram?
I think my signature drink is the espresso. I really enjoy the complexity of the espresso and the intensity. So that is my go-to drink always.
And how important is the machine that you use when you are making that signature drink?
I
that
think
espresso signature drink.
I think machines are quite important. You can get really high quality machines to help you improve espresso, but it's really about the consistency and the skills of the barista.
And do you also work with these coffee machine manufacturers on how they can also improve their machines and recalibrate their machines to produce better coffee drinks?
Absolutely. As a barista, I do work with a lot of the Italian manufacturers and Swiss manufacturers to improve the machines, understands how the barista works behind the bar, and push themselves into higher quality drinks.
And what is your plan in 2024? You've been traveling the world.
Yes.
Before the Philippines, you came from Singapore, Malaysia, and now you head off to Shanghai.
Yes. So as a World Barista champion, you have the duty and the amazing opportunity of sharing with the world the culture of specialty coffee. So I'll be traveling mainly through Asia until the end of the year. And then next year, I'll be traveling to Europe and North America to showcase a lot of our coffees, but also visit a lot of the trade shows and the major coffee events around the globe, and really pushing the specialty coffee culture worldwide.
With all of this attention and traveling, would you ever want to relinquish the World Barista title?
Of course, I think it's always ideal to bring new faces and showcase new markets.
And if you become a judge, let's say in succeeding World Barista Championships, what will you be looking for in future winners?
I think we're always looking for a great amount of innovation and a great amount of positive impact for our industry, be it for producers or be it for baristas as professions, and really looking for the next ambassador of coffee for the world.
You are indeed a perfect ambassador for coffee.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on your World Barista title.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Boram Um, a South Korean Brazilian who is the World Barista champion.
Thank you so much.